everybody. Welcome to Pre-K Discovery with Miss Barb. I'm so glad you were able to join me today. We've got so much stuff to do, so let's get started by singing the good morning song. Oh, the duck says quack and the cow says moo. The old red rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. The sheep says bat and the cat says meow. But I say good morning when I see you. Nice. All right, let's get started by doing our calendar, and we're going to start with the month. Now, we know that this is August because it is hot outside, and August is always hot. But do you remember the song that helps us to remember the months of the year? So let's see if we can do that one together. January, February, March and April, May, June, July and August, September, October, November, December. These are the months of the year. So that's a good way to start. And August is the 8th month of the year. So let's see. January, February, March and April, May, June, July, and August. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. August is the 8th month of the year. So that's where we are, number 8. And we've got 4 more to go, and 2020 will be over because that's what year this is, 2020. So let's see the days of the week. Can you guys sing the song with me? So here we go. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Well, there's Sunday and there's Monday, there's Tuesday and there's Wednesday, there's Thursday and there's Friday, and then there's Saturday. Days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week, days of the week. Nice. So if you guys remember when we were singing the song, today is Wednesday. And remember what letter Wednesday starts with because that's a clue as to what our letter of the day is. All right, so let's see what number we're at. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Today is the 12th right here. Number 12, which is a 1 and a 2, so today is the 12th. So it is August the 12th, Wednesday, 2020. And it is a sunny day outside today. So let's get started with our letter of the day. Before we can do our letter of the day, we need to sing the alphabet song. Can you sing with me? So here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABCs. Next time won't you sing with me? Nice, and you did sing with me. All right, so who knows what our letter of the day is? Well, let's see, drum roll. It is the letter W. W, and it looks like this. It's a line down, a line down, a line down, a line down, or down, up, down, up. So W. W says W. Can you guys think of some words that start with the letter W? I have a whole bunch of them here. So let's see. We're going to start with this one. So our first word of the day is winter. Winter. W-I-N-T-E-R. Winter. And I don't know where this is in the picture, but it looks very cold. And winter is very cold. In some places, it's colder than others. W is for winter. So our next W word is the word white. Can you see the picture here? Oh, there's no picture. It's just white. W-H-I-T-E. White. W is for white. Our next one is for well. W is for well. W-H-A-L-E. Well. And I picked this well. He's a beluga well. And do you know why Miss Barb picked him? I picked him because he's white. And that also starts with the letter W. And I also picked him because he's cute. He's pretty cute, don't you think? There, get a good look at him. He's super cute. All right. So our last letter word of the day and it's a clue to our story. So it is a wolf. A wolf. And this is WOLF, wolf. And we are going to read a story today that has a wolf in it, and it's called The Boy Who Cried Wolf. So here's our story. The Boy Who Cried Wolf. There once was a shepherd boy. He often watched his sheep near a dark forest. It was a lonely and boring watching sheep all day. The only people nearby were farmers working in their fields. One day, the boy thought of a way to have some fun. He ran towards the fields crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" The farmers ran to help the boy. They searched and they searched, but no wolf was to be found. They stayed to talk with the boy. They wanted to make sure he and his flock were all right. The boy liked this very much. The next day, the boy tried the same trick. He ran towards the fields crying, "Wolf! Wolf!" And again the farmers came to help. And once again they did not find any wolf. A few days later, a real wolf crept out of the dark forest. One by one, the wolf began to steal the shepherd's sheep. The boy needed help. He ran towards the fields as fast as he could, and he shouted loudly, "Wolf! Wolf!" But the farmers, who had been fooled before, thought that the boy was tricking them again. They did not come this time with help. The hungry wolf had a very good meal. The end. Hi! I hope you really liked our story, The Boy Who Cried Wolf, and I hope it gives you a lot to think about. We should be careful when we tell stories about things, because all those people were worried about that poor boy, and he kept saying it, and when it was really, really an emergency, there was nobody there for him. So the wolves in the story, that's what Miss Barb would like to talk about, because we talked about the letter W is our W of the letter of the day. So we're going to talk a little bit about wolves, and you can see that I found a lot of books. It says wolves and other dogs, and what's this one? It says One Wolf Howls, because we always think about wolves howling, don't we? And this one is called The Wolves Are Back. And the one I'm going to share with you today, not all of it, is just called Wolves. So there it is. And I just always like to pull out some interesting facts for you. And then I'm going to teach you how to make an origami wolf. And you can make one for yourself. All right, so wolves. It says, "Are you frightened of wolves? In fairy tales, wolves are usually wicked, cunning creatures that prey upon people. In the tale of Red Riding Hood, a wolf dresses up as Red Riding Hood's grandmother to trap and eat the little girl. In real lives, wolves should be, probably are, and are more scared of us than we are of them." So wolves are intelligent animals with large yellow eyes, shaggy fur, lean, powerful body, and they live in a group called a pack. So we live in a family, wolves live in a pack. But they're like a family too. There's always one wolf who's in charge. He's usually called the alpha wolf. So all the members take care of. Did you know, another fact is that wolves are part of the dog family. No, wolves don't look like this cute little dog. They look more like this one. So wolves are dogs, and they live in all parts of the country, including forests and woodlands. It says they live in grasslands, deserts, barren lands, and the place where a wolf lives is called his habitat. You live in a house with your family, and he lives in a habitat with his, do you remember what it was again? His pack. So, wolves live in the winter, and they are the largest member of the dog family. So that makes them pretty big. It says they can measure up to 6 feet long. That's even taller than Miss Barb. And they can weigh around 100 pounds. And female wolves are smaller, and they weigh less. They look a lot like a German Shepherd. So if any of you have a German Shepherd at home, That might be what your wolf looks like. And but they are bigger. And they can run for many, many miles. They hardly ever get tired. So let's see. Oh, I found this fact really interesting because remember when we talked about the 5 senses? Well, it says that wolves rely on their senses to track prey for their food. They have excellent hearing and they can smell things really, really well with their noses. So wolves use their senses too. And also their eyes allow them to see when it gets darker, which is good because a lot of the food that they eat comes out when it starts to get dark. They are meat eaters, so they're predators, which means they hunt on other animals and they eat meat. Look how pretty these wolves are. Can you see that? They are so pretty. And let's see what else. So wolves, some wolves are loners, but most of them live in a pack and they cooperate to hunt. It says some packs have more than 20 wolves. Well, that's a big family. Sounds like a party. And the leader of the pack is called the alpha male, and I told you guys that. So he's usually the most experienced. And alpha is the first letter of the Greek alphabet, which is why he's the first in his pack, alpha. And wolves, we always think of wolves howling at the moon, and that is not a fact because wolves do not howl at the moon. Do you know why wolves howl? They howl in order to communicate, and that's a really big word, communicate, and that's how they talk to each other. So when you ask your mom for a glass of milk or a cup of juice or a banana or a cookie, you just ask for it. I would like a cookie, please. Wolves, they can't communicate like that, so they howl. And it's like this, but don't laugh. So it's kind of like, howl, oh, 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 oh. I don't know, that's my best wolf impression that I can give you. So it says that that is how they talk to each other. And look at this one, he's pretty intimidating looking. So he's got some sharp, sharp teeth. So let's see what else about wolves. Any more information? They live in a den. And when they start to grow, they become older, and they play with their parents. They practice hunting, just like you guys have to practice things. And when in the fall of their first year, it says the wolf cubs they leave the pack and maybe start their own pack. So that is some interesting facts about wolves. So I said I wanted to show you how to make an origami wolf. So I made an example. I found this online. It says create an origami wolf. And when I printed this one out, it gave me this special paper, so when I folded it, it looks just like a little wolf. And I don't know if you can see his face on there, but I'm going to show you how to fold it. And I made this one not out of that paper. I used origami paper, and I drew his face on there. So you're going to take your origami paper, or any paper that you have. Thin paper works the best. And it's a square. So remember our shape, the square has 4 equal sides and 4 corners. So this is a square. So I'm going to take my square and I'm going to fold it in half like this. So not crosswise, but like an angle. So now I have a triangle. I went from a square to a triangle. And then I'm going to fold that in half again. And not only am I going to make another shape, but it is do you guys know what it is? A smaller triangle. And then I'm going to take these flaps and I'm going to fold them up in. There's one flap. And then I'm going to take the other flap and I'm going to fold that up and fold that up like that. Okay, so now I have an even smaller triangle, and I want it like this so that my opening is at the bottom, like that. And I'm going to fold this part here. I'm going to fold it back towards the pointy part of the triangle like this. And as I do that, it's going to open up, and I'm going to push this down, and I'm going to make his nose. I don't know if you can see this really, really well, but it's kind of like that. And he's got 2 ears. Do you see his ears? 1, 2. All right. Now he won't stand up unless you take this little part here, his tail, and give it a fold in, and then it allows him to stand up. So he'll stand. I'll show you like this. Ta-da! And that is my origami. origami wolf. And I drew a face on this one, and you can draw a face on yours too. Now, if you didn't get all the instructions because it was too fast, you can look online for it, and it says the instructions are on here, and I'll put that closer and you can look at that. And if you email Miss Barb at bsoma@franksaraslibrary.org, I can send you the instructions on how to make an origami wolf. So that is our lesson for today. What was our letter today? It was the W, and because it was for wolf, and we made an origami wolf. And we learned about some facts about wolves. And as you can see, there's lots of books to choose from at the library about wolves. And we read The Boy Who Cried Wolf, and we also might have learned a good lesson that lying is not a good idea, is it? So I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you guys again another week. So have a great day, and bye everybody.